control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here, broadcasting live from the 5 Aces headquarters, where the gin is dry and the decks are stacked. And yeah, it's the time of the year again. I'm sitting here, the weather's jumping from 8 degrees Celsius to my plus 40, and it's a bit indecisive, so I'm sitting here in my living room having a cool glass of ice cold lemonade and watching the madness unfold here. Now, what we have here is a replay that I found on GameReplays.org. It is ZxGanon, ZxGanon that is, versus Yellow. We all know and love Yellow for his wonky playstyle and his infantry spam. ZxGanon, on the other hand, is seems to be a new challenger approaching, and he's done pretty well for himself so far, from what I can tell. I'm not sure if it's not maybe a Smurf, but doesn't appear to be, because he's logged onto game replays with his with the nick ZxGanon. So the map is behind the whale again. The stage is set for a great 1v1. This map is known for its strategic depth, so you can go for multiple openers, you can go for early oil control, you can go for a quick scout with the kennel, as ZxGanon just did, which is pretty smart. Now he's selling off the kennel. Doesn't cost you anything basically. It's 200 for the dog, 150 for the kennel, and you basically get a full refund. What I like to do on this map is, I think Yellow is trying to do this right now. He was trying to sneak a rifle infantry into the back lines here so he can snipe the engineer once he has finished capping this, and just feeling safe and trying to capture the derrick down there. However, if you do this strategy, you might want to try to not attack move, because otherwise this is going to happen. He's going to trade with the opposing rifle infantry. You want to sneak him in, you want him on move command. And Yellow is making sure that none of this cheese happens to him. He's grabbing his well derricks as well. So on behind the whale you can do a couple neat tricks. For example, you can snipe the well derricks over the ridges. Don't ask me how that works in terms of physics, it just does. But regardless, we're gonna have a War Factory opener versus, that might be double refinery, honestly. Let's check. No, War Factory as well, but ZxGanon is really delayed, because he has dumped his refinery there and has moved on to greener pastures then. Whereas Yellow has done the slightly more time efficient build, which saves you like 10 seconds, where you place the power plant just next to the ridge here, and then move out with the MCV, get your barracks, get your refinery, and you're all set up, because you have access to double ore. Alright, a bit too much in rocket soldiers for my taste, considering this is minute 3. I would not expect any heavy vehicle rushes there. Yeah, and just as we're saying that, ZxGanon is opening up with an infantry push, it seems, which the rocket soldiers are completely worthless against. An early APC for Yellow, really good choice. Counters light infantry, doesn't counter rocket soldiers, but it also gives you a lot of mobility. So he's loading up. Ah, I see why. He's loading up his soldiers and trying to snipe an ore truck, probably, or the derricks. Let's see. Either would be fine. Double APC, and he has built a single ore truck. Well, he's still ahead in the eco curve, that is. And ZxGanon is running around the map with his APC as well. All of them have their little engineers neatly packed up. Fortunately there's a flame turret, otherwise this would have been brutal. First infantry push is going to get deflected here. Gonna get barbecued straight up. Alright. This is over. What? Why? Yellow. We need to talk. Why did you unload your rocket soldiers into their demise? He might have thought those were rifle soldiers, I don't know. Okay, the block didn't work because Yellow had a flame tower queued up, so nothing big has come out of this. And he's trying for the decap. I think that's a bit greedy, because if ZxGanon realizes this, he's just gonna move over, yeah. Move over there. That was actually kind of close. Now he needs to load up. Rip last rocket soldier. Okay, but he scoots away and he gets a nice scout. As the Humvee would have said, the Humvees in Command & Conquer Generals tend to say, "Spare a good run!" So we've got an early service depot for both players, which leads me to believe medium tanks and expansion. Oh, yellow is floating. He's the floaty guy. Yeah, this has gone okay for yellow. He didn't achieve anything, but he retained his APCs. Like, when he sent the 3 rocket soldiers into their demise, that was kind of pointless, but other than that, he's now going for his signature trademark low tier infantry spam. Patching up the wounded APCs, that's pretty good. Not floating anymore, first heavy tank coming out of the factory. Rolling out on the treads, pretty good there. I'd actually like to see an early Derek snipe. Pretty easy to achieve, especially from over the cliffs. And a second push for ZxGanon. Lots of rifle infantry though. There is not enough anti-armor to even kill off a single APC in time before it gets all the crushes down. Let's see how this fares. Couple flamers mixed in, pretty smart. You know, especially against those exposed power plants. It's like, it's a freebie. I mean, they don't cost much, but you can snipe them so easily. Yes, that's what we want to see. That's what you pack the flamers for. For the crazy anti-building DPS. Nice. Sniping, outrunning the missile. So he has sniped the old Derek basically for free. Anything here is just gravy on top of that. Nice. Yellow retains the APC. So, and with those kinds of engagements, what yellow really needs to do here is focus the infantry, because as is, if they're on auto fire, they're just gonna focus the tank, and it's so impractical, and it's gonna waste so much. Oh god, those 2 rifle infantry left behind made a huge difference. Killed off like 4 rocket soldiers, completely for free. Bit of a miss micro here for ZxGanon. He let his heavy tank chase the other heavy tank, which was significantly on significantly higher health. So wasted a tank, but all in all, he has pretty much got the board control now. First expansion is out for yellow though. Well, there are too many bazooka infantries for the heavy tank to make a difference. So what yellow really needs now is a base defense. V2s for the blanket fire might be good, but he doesn't have the luxury. Oh, unload! Oh god. He didn't unload the APC in time. The precious cargo, all going to waste. But he's got a couple rocket soldiers on the side. If he manages to sneak in and focus the heavy tanks with the rockets, then he still has a good shot of deflecting the push here. And also 24% into the replay, which is telling me that this is not going to end anytime soon. That was nice. Oh, so many reinforcements streaming in. How can yellow hold? It's going to be really tricky. He's lost all the rocket soldiers, so again, all the anti-armor is gone. He needs a Tesla coil or a flamer up. Also, rally point fail. Should have really pointed from this barracks. But it's the small things. So many flamers. The anti-building DPS is just crazy. Roasted! Okay, 2 heavy tanks remaining. This push has been a success. Big success, actually. Managed to snipe the war factory and the service depot. Yellow needs to bounce back somehow, but yeah, well, he's got the expansion, so he's gonna be heading the eco curve in quite a while, seeing as all the harvesters for ZxGanon have basically gone on a union strike. And wow, ZxGanon is on 2 harvesters because he doesn't realize that these 3 aren't doing jack shit. But he's still got a formidable army up. Okay, he might want to transfer those over. Early tech center rush on 2 harvesters. Quite ballsy, but he's got the pressure to back it up, mind you. And the wall is up. So look, something I haven't talked about yet. This is the new release. In the new release, a couple things changed. Minor balance changes. For example, light tanks got a higher rate of turn, got a higher line of sight, so they got buffed overall. Also, Mammoth tanks can now crush walls. Ooh, harvester probably going down. Yep. I'll talk about this after the engagement. Second oil derrick sniped. That's gonna put him at a severe disadvantage, yellow that is. Nice concave here though. Too many rocket soldiers focusing on the individual infantry. So if the focus fire from yellow is good, which it's sort of holding up. Okay, the flamer is there. Actually gonna take out the infantry, and 3 heavy tanks are all that remains. Easy cleanup achieved here. So I think with that engagement, it went kind of south. It went south for ZxGanon. Ooh, V2s are a good call here. He's trying for the counter push. And he can snipe so many... If he doesn't run into melee range, he can snipe so many... He can actually snipe the tech center. First missile going off. He was just turning. That was as close a call as it gets. Wow. The V2 was just turning and had the firing animation, but the missile didn't pop. So that's would have been a big setback. Getting the tech center down would have been big for Yellow in his quest to defeat ZxGanon. Okay, so Mammoth tanks can now crush walls, and the reason behind this is going on a tangent here, but I'm not saying Trump has already won, but if he can build walls like they do in Red Alert, then the Mexicans stand no chance of getting in, because I've seen games where like people tried clashing armies into walls, and the other player would just rebuild. They have so much health, and their concrete armor allows them to basically take no damage. So maybe, wow, Mammoth tanks out actually, so maybe we can see this come into play. Aw, that's a waste of yaks. But what this achieves here is that the expansion is denied for ZxGanon. Yellow is trying to block the MCV off, but path is clear. Path is clear, the match is struck. Ooh, don't use your MCV to tank, buddy. Okay, the Mammoth tanks are revealed, and Tusks are pretty good anti-infantry, as we all know. He should actually chase here, because the turn rate for the turrets is so atrocious. Look at this. I think he can get one if he focuses. Yes, completely worth it for Yellow. Taking out the Mammoth tank. He's transitioning into an air build, it seems. Like, he's so light on the units. Ooh, Iron Curtain for ZxGanon. Very good choice. It's always a pretty good game ender for the Soviets. Oh, we haven't talked about the factions, so it's Ukraine versus Russia. Yep. Both on really low eco. Yeah. Ganon has floated up a bit, but 3k. Yo, spy planes. By the way, if I were a Russian general, I would be like, fuck MiG production, cancel MiG production right now, arm the spy planes. They actually have concrete armor, they have 2000 HP, and they also don't attract flak fire anymore, which they used to in one of the previous releases, which was pretty funny. You could use them to tank for a paradrop. But yeah. Enough about that, we're having another engagement here. ZxGanon has been playing is relentlessly aggressive. Uh-oh. Allahu Yakbar onto a Mammoth tank. It's not even gonna dent the armor. And the curtain is coming in. So the best thing Yellow can do here is run. Hightail it. Book it. Boogie, get the fuck out of there. There are 2 bogies coming in with an iron curtain on them. By the way, this color is so obnoxious. Close enough. This color is so obnoxious because you basically can't see the iron curtain, so you have to go by the audio cue. Paradrop coming in right onto the barracks, right onto the only remaining forces. Ah! Is that gonna be it? Yeah. Nope, 43% into the replay. Yo! Yellow! That's a bad time to land. Yak micro here. Okay, he retains a single yak. I mean, ZxGanon is constantly wasting his infantry into the flame turrets. He should just move out of the flame turret range. Because Yellow is really eco-starved. Oh, a sneak attack. Backdooring it up here. Right onto the flamer, but he's on the move. So Yellow can actually take the refinery, which would be big. Wow, Samsite popped here. Took down 2 yaks. At the same time, refinery going down. Ooh, big deal. And you know what? This is not an expansion, I just realized. This is the original Conyard for ZxGanon. So he's playing with fire here. But he's got Yellow like pincered in with a mammoth. Ooh. You see what I'm seeing? The hijackers are in, boys. Make a steal? Did he snipe the curtain? No, probably not. Okay, okay, it's on. Shit, man, he got 2. And the dogs. Dogs are so good if they're unfocused. They can like obliterate infantry. Ooh, defensive curtain. Nope, re-engaging. What yellow needs here is another set of walls. We've seen how busted walls can be. He's building more hijackers. He's trying to get some of those juicy mammoth tanks. Trying to get in on the juicy action here. ZxGanon is pulling back. He doesn't actually need to pull back. He's perfectly fine. Oh, General Dog reporting in. More aggression coming out here, even with an empty yak. Just you know, for intimidation purposes. And oh, nice. The dogs. Yellow is opening up the doghouse again. It's a really good decision. He didn't sell his kennel, which ZxGanon might not have wanted to sell his kennel either. Oh yeah, the Pac-Man effect. Chewing through all those juicy infantry squads there. One repaired mammoth tank. Oh no. That has put yellow into low power. He needs an advanced power plant right now, because he needs a Tesla coiler. It's a single most pressing issue for him right there. Yeah. Another hijacker going in. He's gonna get him. He is gonna get him. Nice, and that forces the pullback again. Sending them boys home. By the way, double tech center. It's a bit unorthodox, but hey, if you have the eco to back it up. Especially Soviets, they'll never find out because there is no timer. Yeah. Yeah, we've seen some pretty good GTA right there. Hijacking those mammoths. I think he got 3, but one of them got killed in the process. So look, split map for now. Yellow is not out of the game, but he's on the back foot constantly. Even though in the asset... Wait a sec. Where are all these assets? I'm curious. This doesn't look like he has more assets. It looks like ZxGanon is way ahead of the curve. Ah, he's on 1 yard, that's why. That's 2.5k difference. Not sure if that's actually a big deal for ZxGanon, because he's playing so aggressively that Yellow stands no chance of actually getting in there and trying to get the yard sniped. What you want against this composition, by the way, in case you're wondering, is V2s. V2s with yaks just for the vision. And then you just hover with the yak outside of their vision range. And go the fuck in. Oh, he's sniping the tech center. Little does he know. He found out about their curtain though. Okay, the yaks are empty, so either go for some nice Allahu Yakbar. Yes! Oh, ho, ho, ho. Round 2. Round 2. Yeah, still decent. Not as impressive as the first one. But hey, it's the thought that counts. More and more yaks out for ZxGanon as well. I feel like he's slowly gonna overtake yellow. By the way, the concrete walls here are not gonna do jack shit against mammoths. Question is, does ZxGanon know? This is a feature that hasn't been promoted as much as it should. Oh, nuke timer going up. ZxGanon has pretty much all the assets. And what does yellow have? 2 mammoth tanks. He might want to invest into more V2s, by the way. Just to snipe the infantry. Snipe, hit and run. That's probably the ref down here. Nope, radar dome. Not as big a deal as the ref, I'd wager. Trading for 2 yaks. Pretty neutral trade. I'd actually have gone for the refinery. Badger support. Ukrainian care package. Coming right in. Ooh, and that's such a nice combination here. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. Oh, even the hijackers. Well, Ukrainian care package status delivered. But ZxGanon is all out of support powers now, so he has to rely on the brunt of the army if he wants to get anything done. He's deciding to fuck this. He's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. I can't play against Trump here. Ah, no. Yellow. Are you sure about this? He needs a single yak for the vision. Those were not worth it at all. So what he wants to do here, yep, hover outside of vision range and snipe the infantry one by one. Play 52 pickup as long as it takes, but at some point it's gonna force ZxGanon to engage. And then you have the rocket troops to, or even the hijackers, to back the V2s up. Whoa, strafe. Not the best targeted strafe. Not at all. Not well targeted at all. Well, pretty sloppy. Allahu Yakbar. Nice. Okay, that's something that Yellow should have done for a long time now, trying to snipe the derricks. And considering the army is so immobile. Ooh, that was a money shot right there. Considering the army is so immobile from Ganon, he might as well, right? Throw down a paradrop, see what sticks. V2s are the biggest asset for Yellow here. Two-pronged attack. Well, one attack and one defense, one offensive and one defensive front, I guess. Nice frontline dog. Always easier dogs to tank, guys. Oh shit! What the? Yellow? You sure about that? Ah, that's only V2s. There is no meat shield. V2s are on the wrong end of the battlefield here. Well, sniping another yak, sniping the harvester. Oh, there's an eye curtain. Yellow needs to pull back right now. Anytime. Any second, buddy. What the hell? This is so bad for Yellow. Yeah, okay, he's at least gonna snipe the Iron Curtain. But not worth it, he has traded the entire army. He has traded every single ground asset that he had. No bueno. No bueno indeed. Thing is, yeah, ZxGanon is on one Condyard, and yeah, he lost his refinery over there, which would in theory be a big deal, but he has so many spare harvesters that he can just long distance mine. So not a biggie. Plus the nuke timer still ticking in the favor of ZxGanon. Okay, this is Dogtown. Dogtown right there. Yes! Pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Can he deflect the push? I'm not entirely sure. What he needs is basically more hijackers. He needs some GTA action going on. Still got a promoted Mammoth tank, which shows that in his hands the Mammoths have had a better time than in Ganon's hands. Oh no. Tusk missile track so far. Yep. Not Yellow's day for yaks. Not at all. 3 hijackers, yeah, he's responding accordingly. He knows what's up. By the way, there's no rifle infantry, so this is... Oh god. Not like this. That's the only yak, which means the only way to gain line of sight for the hijackers to land. Actually, bigger a deal than you'd think. He's walling off his Tesla coils, which is really smart. If you're playing this game competitively, practice using walls. Such a big deal. What? He snuck a V2 in there. Oh, that's the promoted V2 from earlier. He must have actually gone over there via the ridge. Huh. Well, anyway, he's gonna snipe some power plants and probably the barracks. Is that the primary? No, not the primary. And both players so low on cash. What would I do in this situation? I would actually go for mass rocket soldiers, one single yak, not mass yaks, just one single yak for the vision, and be like incredibly cautious with the yak. Oh, ZxGanon he's out of power, but he's rebuilt the kennel, so he wants to get in on the dog action as well. He wants a general dog be proud of his army. It's a pretty big concave out of yellow here. Wow, how many? 1, 2, 3, 9 hijackers. Like, if he lands all of them, this is GG. This is a Hail Mary here. He can't chase into the Mammoth though, because hijackers are really buggy when trying to enter moving vehicles. All right, it's on. I don't like the blob here. V2 Gonzo. No bueno. He needs to snipe the Yak to deny the vision, actually. Instead, his own Yak is getting killed off. Well, shit. Yellow has probably waited too long. He can't make this push effectively anymore. Or this counter push. Both walling off. ZxGanon has mastered the art of walling off as well, which is really easy on this map. So many hijackers. Ah, no! He needed the Yak. Producing another one. This is just... Yellow, your Yaks. I don't know, man. Okay, he's sending in the meat shield. Here we go. This is the Hail Mary that we've been waiting for. First gets taken out by the Tusks. 2 more. Shit, man. Oh, the dogs! The dogs denying. Oh, no! The dogs have denied the hijackers. Yeah, 2 land, okay. But there is, 6 Mammoth tanks remaining, now 4. If it weren't for the dogs, like real talk. If ZxGanon hadn't mixed the dogs in, this would have been an entirely different can of worms right there. Actually, those are really low. Wow. Yellow should engage. He should have noticed. He should have absolutely engaged into this. Like, heavy tanks can take engagement versus low health Mammoth tanks. They're not. It's not a long shot from a Mammoth to a heavy tank. Well, he hasn't scouted the wall yet, so he's probably gonna run into a bit of trouble there. Man, GTA denied. So sad. And now we've got a veteran Mammoth tank, which is probably gonna regenerate slightly faster than the regular ones. Yep. Oh man. Yellow! Why? Not like this. Oh, he's trying with a paradrop, but I don't know. If ZxGanon's attention is bound to the front lines, maybe you can get a power plant. But 1 minute on the nuke timer ticking. Can you hear the ticking? Oh no, he's paying attention. Flame tower popped down for the AoE barbecue denial. Denial by a barbecue. That's a really smart unit mix. Mixing in dogs so that the hijackers can't get close. Because dogs just chew him up real good. And they're unarmed. 1 more hijacker in there. I don't know. This might have reached critical mass here. And yellow hasn't tech to tech center at all. So he's relying on radar units. Might come to bite him in the ass. Actually, he wants a wall off here. He wants the entire line here to be walled off, so that the Mammoth tanks have to take the scenic route. Yeah, but... Alright. Yellow's thought process. I have scouted the nuke. Now let's try to find a way to engage it in 2 seconds. That's a plus of death. We all know what that means. That is just an Iron Curtain waiting to happen here. Waiting on it. He's gonna couple it with a nuke. There's a nice finishing move there. Yellow thinks he needs to make something happen here, but his army is so small. Nah, this is not gonna hold. The nuke is gonna fire, gonna chew through the defenses. And yeah, yellow is caught between a rock and a hard place. All he has to get. There's only one way to go, and that's forward. Well, it's been a good run, I guess. Iron Curtain just for the sake of it. Just to show off the military prowess that he's got. Oh, I've got the tech, buddy. Once again proving that Ukraine is the best Soviet faction. Yeah. Yellow, if he had gotten a tech center up, he could have gotten Shockies, which absolutely decimate Mammoth tanks. That's a perfect placement of 3 random ass rocket soldiers. You think you can tank? No, sir. Hot diggity. That's all the infantry down, that's most of the army down. And ZxGanon doesn't even care about this small incursion anymore, he just wants to end the game right here, right there. And he's probably going to succeed, rightfully so. There's a tech center for yellow, yo buddy. Well, it's a bit late. Better late than never. Still getting a scout off here. Oh, but there's a Tesla coil. Half a paradrop is trying to take on the base. On the other side of the map, we are having the mammoths rolling in. Man, if only he had shockies. Shockies would have been so brutal. Ah. That's the general mammoth tank that ZxGanon actually retained. What a sight to behold, what a fierce tank. Basically, almost an apocalypse tank in the making. Finish him! Another piece of concrete wall. Crush it! You should totally go for wall crushes here. Yes! We've seen a wall crush this game, I'm happy now. So, this is how you counter walls. Can we get one more? Come on. Give us a showcase. Oh no. Well, that's it folks, I'd wager. Don't think there is anything to bounce back from here. And V2 rockets are a good choice versus infantry blobs, but what do you do when the infantry blobs are all chewed through and the mammoth tanks are remaining? You can't kill mammoth tanks unless they stand still, like they do. Group picture! Yep, yellow calling GG. So, nice game. When has it gone south? I'd say first big mistake was not getting the Tex error, was really close, and then he lost his entire army up here to try and snipe a single ore truck. He had previously, also he hadn't sniped the oil for the longest time, whereas ZxGanon has taken care of the oils for yellow relatively swiftly, like 10 minutes in. So then he let him get the expansion up regardless. And then the mammoth tanks just started steamrolling. Last engagement was really sloppy, and also the freaking dogs. The freaking dogs counter hijackers so hard. They also have stealth detection, so even if the hijacker is just waiting stealthed and trying to pull his GJ motherfucker move off, then the dog is gonna deny him. Also, well, the nuke, yeah. That was just a sign of ZxGanon being this far ahead. Same for the double tech center. What have we learned? First off, walls are really good. Second off, mammoth techs can crush walls. So we've got a counter system at hands. Also, yeah, the Yak micro has been a Yak-tastrophe all across the board. Like, not trying to shame you guys, but that was pretty sloppy. Spawn camp, like the mammoth tank spawn camping the Yaks was pretty brutal. Yellow must have lost at least like 10 or 12 without achieving anything. But a really good game regardless, and a really nice opening game for ZxGanon. Welcome to the scene. Seems to be quite a proficient player, and makes me wonder, maybe he's a smurf, maybe he isn't. If anyone has found out, tell me. I'm curious. Otherwise, yeah, the next match will be a Grandmasters League match. I found quite a nice one that I've already cast, but put on hold for now. Put on the backlog. Also, the Crystallized Doom stream is gonna get uploaded relatively shortly. Crystallized Doom was a fantastic success, even though the first like 90 minutes of the stream were just utter chaos and anarchy. But we had some pretty good games, and we've also had a co-host in the form of Comrade Crimson, the man with the voice of a rugged coal miner, who has a really impressive array of voiceovers done. Well, that wraps it up for now. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.